Moving on to number 6. I am still on season 2, but I really have to admit it, this series are so addictive, and this is mainly for girls or for women, but I guess guys can also learn a lot from this series because it's about different families and about different kind of family situations and how they deal with this problem. And this is Desperate Housewives. I decided to put this series into my list, even though I still didn't watch it until the end, and sometimes they really mess up the end and you are like, what the fuck did you do with the series? It was so good. But so far I learned a lot, or not learned, but I saw so many like similarities between each character, like briefly, 4 women and 4 different families, and they have different problems all the time, and they live in like one street where for example the person can be killed, and they also like try to like research who killed this person and all of these things. But beside that, it's, you know, they added this detective part just to make series more interesting. But inside of the movie, what I like, the families and different situations that you can have in different families, and all of these families, like 4 families, are completely different. For example, Gabriella and her husband, they're more like let's say modern, they don't have kids, and so far I'm on season 2 again. I don't know what will happen. And she didn't want the kids in the beginning, but then she decided that she wants. And also like the way how this feeling appears in her is also so touchy, and I really cried a lot. And also like another family where she was really like in a good position before she had babies, and then she had to like give up the job. Normal situation, right? In the a lot of families, she gave up the job for kids, but then one day she decided to come back to work, and she started to work, and then her husband went and started to look after kids. But now, for example, he also wants to work, and he didn't like that she's like the main in the family, let's say. It's like hit his ego, and how they're dealing with this problem. It's really interesting to watch. And then another one is like a perfect mother, perfect wife, and or she pretends to be, or she's trying to be, but in the real life she's not. She has problems with her husband, she has problems with her kids doesn't like her, but she's always trying to make perfect dinners. Or for example, if the guests are coming, she tries to make a perfect table with like amazing food, but at the end of the day she's not perfect, and no one is. And this is the really nice message of this series, and that's why I really like this family, and like the lessons what I learned from this family is this one. And then the last family is just the mother and the daughter, and this girl, I think in the series, is just to make people laugh. She's always like so she's not crazy, but she's like always dropping things, always like saying like wrong things to wrong people, wrong time, and she's always embarrassing herself without purpose, and she's just like there for that purpose, I think. Moving on to number 7 in this list is a Magnificent Century. This is the only one Turkish series I have ever watched. It's called Muhteshem, Yuzyil, and it's about Sultan Süleyman, the Sultan of Ottoman Empire. And this series is, it's like, it has some historical moments, how he was conquering and other countries, and how the Ottoman Empire were like growing. But at the same time, for me at least, the main thing was the relationship between him and his wife. And she was from another culture, and they brought her like a working force to his palace. Then she really fell in love with him, and that's really interesting to see how she's making him to fall in love with her, even though he has so many women. He has like a big room, not like a room, but like an area where all the sultan's women live. And like, for example, every Thursday one of them go and like to spend the night with him, and when when you get pregnant, I mean not you but this woman, they give birth and then they have chance to be a wife. But he also has already like one wife before this. Hürrem, her name is Hürrem, is coming to the palace. But then yeah, at the end of the series, or maybe like in the middle or even in the beginning, she managed to like make him really fell in love with her. And looking at her, you can learn of how the real women, let's say, should act. But she was too much, okay, let's admit that she was too much. I mean, like telling him, not like straightforward, go and kill that guy, but she was like, you know, he did that and he did that. No, she knew the exact way how she has to say things that he would listen. And that's really important in every single relationship. My favorite moment in Magnificent Century is when Hürrem is going for the first night to see Sultan, and how she's nervous. And yeah, this one.
Dinle. Odaya girince selam vereceksin. Sultanın eteğini öpeceksin. Zinhar göz göze bakmayacaksın. Yüksek sesle konuşmak, gülmek.
Yasak, biliyor. Korkma, sakin, sakin.
Number 8. We're getting closer. Sherlock, really short, well, in comparison with all the others. I guess you all know Sherlock Holmes, really like detective series, but Sherlock also like used his mind and deduction method to understand all of these things, like the process, how he's trying to figure out who did this murder or whatever, is really interesting. You're always shocked by the way how he's thinking and how he's acting. And the actor himself, he's acting so, like, you know, masculine, I would say. Yeah, in Sherlock I don't have, unfortunately, like the best moment for me. I just love the series in general and how he's thinking. Maybe like the moment when he's always sitting in his chair, like, and trying to use his deduction method, and then like, okay, I got it. And you know, they show like that, you know, the how his thoughts are going from one dot to another one, and then like. Moving on to number 9, American Horror Story. Why? Not all of the seasons I like, I will tell you now. Season number 1, it's about the ghost house. What I liked a lot, it was, I think, one of the scariest ones. Maybe because I'm really scared of the ghosts. That's why for me it was really scary. And the ending was a bit like shocked, because you didn't expect this kind of ending. The number 3 season is one of my favorite. Yeah, I think it's the best for me. It's about the witches and how the witches live in the same house and how they fight the other witches. And I love the 4th. It's about circus. And it's not a normal circus, it's circus made from ugly people. Well, not ugly, but people with like anomalies. For example, the woman with 3 boobs. There is like a woman with mustache or beard. The woman with the beard. Anyways, here. The guy with really like big arms and so on, you know. And there's a clown. The scariest actor there is the clown. Guys, number 10 was Pretty Little Liars. and we actually watched it, a lot of episodes I watched with Milena. It's I hope you watched it as well, because it's really nice and it's finished finally. Why it's on number 10, I will tell you, because they also made it too long. The series is about this 5 girls, the teenager. Then the series starts that one of the 5 girls are dead. After she's dead, they, like the rest 4, start to get the messages from A, and they thought that it's it's their friend because her name was Allison, and these people, or like that person A, was texting him a lot of like rumors about themselves, or the things that only those 5 girls knew, and they didn't know who is texting, and they were also thinking that Allison is alive. Only at the end you understand who was A, well, the real A. Yeah, just watch it if you feel like you're really interested in teenagers' lives, and about, there is like murder and like a bit of detective, because they're trying to find who killed Allison, and also it's about love, it's about the friendship and how they survived during like the whole thing that happened to them during this whole time, and they are still remaining friends, and also like what kind of couples it was in the beginning and what happened with them at the end. I don't have any favorite moments of the series because it was too long. Again, if the series are too long, I don't remember. Even maybe I had when I watched it, but now I don't remember them. That was my top 10. I really want to say thank you guys for 4,500 subscribers. It's so like inspiring to me to see that the audience is growing like that, and I'm really happy and I'm really thankful for you, because without you guys I wouldn't be so inspired and motivated to make new videos. And I really want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and that I really love you so much. And yeah, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!